Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and this is episode 44 of An Englishman Abroad, a Journeyman Story with Juventus. We have 7 fixtures to run through today and some contract news which will please, hopefully, all of you. Let's get to it. Run the intro. And here is that contract news. Cristiano Ronaldo has signed a brand new contract for another year to stay at Juventus on reduced terms. So he's down from £1 million a week to £550,000 a week, which is a drastic drop for him. But it was the only way he was going to stay with us for another year. It will probably be his last season with Juventus, but I'm glad to have at least secured his services for one more year. Now, moving on to the results we've had since we were last together, and we start with a 4-0 win against Perugia at the Allianz Stadium. Let's take a look at the goals from the game. Moses Keane opened the scoring in the second minute. Good work from Wilson, playing it to Danilo with a rare start for him. Nice little header again from Keane. He does like a little header into the corner for 1-0. No Cristiano Ronaldo on the field, so Lo Celso stepped up for the penalty to make it 2 for his first goal for Juventus. Arthur made it 3-0 just before half-time. Lo Celso with the ball across the box. Arthur with the stroke into the corner. And we wrapped it up 10 minutes from time. Another goal from Arthur. Good work from Ben Chilwell down the left. Deflection, Lo Celso plays it across to Arthur, who guided it into the top corner. Lovely finish to make it 4. We followed that up with a goalless draw against Napoli. To be fair, Napoli dominated the game. We weren't really at the races at all. With one eye on PSG, we'd made a couple of changes to the starting lineup. So far, Napoli are the only team that we haven't beaten. There's only one other team who we haven't yet beaten in Serie A, and that is Roma. So hopefully we can do the job against them. But Napoli, we've failed to beat them. Not only that, we failed to score as well, which is very disappointing. We did get back to winning ways against Parma. It was a bit of a struggle though. Cristiano Ronaldo came off the bench to score the only goal. Let's take a look at it. From the penalty spot, you would trust Cristiano Ronaldo just to slam it into the net. Parma had defended pretty well up until that point, but their resistance was finally broken. Now moving on to the quarter-final of the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain. It was going oh so well. We went in front through Cristiano Ronaldo, but as you can see, PSG turned it round in the last 6 minutes. Let's take a look at the goals from the game. So a second consecutive penalty put us 1-0 up. Cristiano Ronaldo with the goal from the penalty spot into the opposite corner. This time, PSG, however, hit back and levelled the game. Neymar over with a ball over the top to Mbappe. We left a man on his own in the middle. We can't do that. Edouard equalising for PSG before they pinched it with 2 minutes to play. Bit of slack play from us, not like us this season, but we allowed the ball back in behind again. Neymar with the cross into the middle for Mbappe, and that was 2-1 to PSG and an uphill struggle heading to Paris. We did manage to win the game in between the matches with PSG. It was a 1-0 win over Salernitana. Cristiano Ronaldo to the rescue once more. Let's take a look at the goal. Off the bench again to score, and a main reason why he has had his contract renewed for another year, because he can come off the bench and supply a bit of magic when we most need it, as we beat the bottom side. But our Champions League dream is over. We were beaten 2-0 in Paris to make it 4-1 on aggregate. Let's take a look at the goals from Kimpembe and from Mbappe. So we were done early doors by a corner, and obviously that made it 3-1 at this point, and we were struggling to get our way back into it. We did huff and puff, but alas, we could not find a goal on the night as Kylian Mbappe finished the job, and it's PSG through to the last 4, us sadly out of the Champions League. But with all our eggs now in the Serie A basket, it was a win over Sampdoria to get over the disappointment of losing to Paris Saint-Germain. Let's take a look at the goals from the game. All wrapped up in the first half in the sunshine. Keane with the first goal. Good work from Cancelo down the right-hand side. Ball to the back post. Using his head once more was Moses Keane for 1-0. We doubled the lead from the penalty spot. Cristiano Ronaldo again firing it into the net. Goalkeeper just holding his hands up. No point in him getting in the way of that. And an own goal for number 3. Wide to Cancelo once more. Ball into the box causing havoc. Keane knocked it back across. The unlucky defender deflecting it into his own goal. So we've arrived at the competition screen once more, and the board were disappointed that we went out to PSG, but they understood. Obviously PSG have got a lot of quality, but not reaching the semi-finals is not good with the board confidence, although we haven't really got that much to worry about with that, because in Serie A we are 16 points ahead of Milan. They've only got the one game in hand now. We've only got 6 to play. It's either first or second for us. And let's be honest, it's probably going to be first. And it's probably going to be first by some margin. Udinese have dropped slightly down there, down into 4th place now. The 2 Milan clubs are behind us, as I've mentioned. Napoli are into the top 6. Sampdoria are in the top half, but they've dropped down quite a bit since we last spoke. And Fiorentina are still to crack that top 10 berth down at the bottom. So Salernitana, despite changing their manager, they are doomed. 14 points with 8 games remaining. It's going to be a hell of an arse to get out of that. Genoa are second from bottom. They've got 20 points. Empoli are in the bottom 3. Calgary have had a really good time of it, making up the gap to Empoli, and they've managed to pull clear of the bottom 3 as well. So it's Empoli, Genoa and Salernitana who occupy the dreaded bottom 3. So one bit of good news regarding Cristiano Ronaldo. He is in for another year. And as I've said already, that will probably be it for him. He will no doubt, I would imagine, retire, because he'll be 38 by the time his contract expires at the end of next season. We are in the market for a forward. Diego Costa's time at the club is coming to an end. Obviously, with that fee we need to pay to Atletico if he plays another 3 or 4 games, that's going to be something that I don't really want to pay. So it's time to get rid of him. In all honesty, he's 34. We need a younger striker. We don't need 2 old strikers. We have got someone in mind. Something is being lined up, and you'll probably see that at the end of season review, which is going to follow this episode, because we have 6 games remaining in Serie A. We are going to win the title at a canter, I imagine, so the title celebrations will be next time around. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already and would like to do so, please click the subscribe button down in the corner. That was episode 44 of An Englishman Abroad, a Journeyman Story. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.